Love a one-row repeat crochet stitch that adds beautiful detail to your crochet projects? If that sounds like something you're looking for, why not try the Trinity Stitch and Crochet? If you're ready to learn, I'm Rachel from Hope Corner Farm, and by day I'm a home ec teacher who teaches hundreds of students how to crochet. And let's grab a hook and some yarn, and we'll get crocheting. Before we get started, make sure you subscribe to my channel, hit the bell so you get notifications of when I post new videos, and don't forget to give me some feedback on this video. Give me a like or a comment, let me know what I did well or things that I could improve upon. For the Trinity Stitch, you're going to have to know how to complete a few different stitches. So first off, you're going to have to know how to chain, and you're going to have to know how to single crochet stitch. You're also going to have to know how to single crochet 3 together. Now I am going to show you how to crochet these stitches in this video, but if you need slower instructions for any of them, you could check out the description below where I've included links to videos that take those stitches a lot slower. For today's crochet tutorial, I'm going to use a size J 6.0mm crochet hook as well as some size 4 medium weight yarn in this teal color. Use whatever works best for you. You may also need a pair of scissors and a yarn needle at the end of your project. Today's crochet tutorial is written using US crochet terms. For the Trinity stitch, you're going to start by chaining an even number. Any even number will do, so I have chained 12 for this tutorial. After chaining whatever even number you would like, you're going to begin row 1 by working into the second chain from the crochet hook. Now, I personally am going to work into the back bump of the chain because I like how it looks better, but you can work into the chain however you normally do. There is no right or wrong way for this stitch. Into that second chain from the crochet hook, we're going to work a regular single crochet stitch. Now we're going to get into the Trinity stitch, and the Trinity stitch is worked across 3 stitches, hence the name Trinity. So we're going to start in the same stitch we just ended, and then we're going to use the next 2 chains. So this is what it looks like. We're going to single crochet 3 together across these 3 chains. So this is what it looks like. Without yarning over, we're going to insert our hook into that same chain we just worked the single crochet into. We're going to yarn over, pull through that stitch. Now we have 2 loops on our hook. Without yarning over, we're going to go into the next chain, insert our hook, yarn over, pull through that chain. Now we have 3 loops on our crochet hook. And then without yarning over, we're going to insert our hook into the next chain. Then yarn over, pull through. Now you have 4 loops on your crochet hook. You are going to yarn over, pull through all 4 loops, and then to finish that Trinity stitch and keep your stitch count the same, we're going to chain 1. Now, yes, a single crochet 3 together could be used to reduce your stitch count, but we are not actually losing any stitches. So first off, how we don't lose stitches is we start the Trinity stitch in the previous stitch. So we're not losing a stitch there. Then we're going to work in the next 2 chains. Well, 1 would count as our next new stitch, and then we chain 1 to make up for that third one. I hope that makes sense. That's how we do not lose stitches here with this stitch. We're going to keep working like this across the rest of the row. So across 3 stitches, starting in the last chain that we finished the last stitch in, we're going to single crochet 3 together. So again, without yarning over, insert into that stitch that we just finished in, yarn over, pull through. Go into the next chain, insert your crochet hook, yarn over, pull through. Then go into the next chain, insert your crochet hook, yarn over, pull through. Now you have 4 loops on your crochet hook, yarn over, pull through all 4 loops, and then chain 1 to complete the Trinity stitch. So keep repeating that across the row, single crocheting 3 together, starting in the previous stitch that you just ended with, and then chain 1. and that makes our Trinity stitch. And it kind of almost looks like a star stitch, kind of like a mini star stitch. When you're done with this stitch, your finished project is going to look like kind of a mini star stitch. Now here we are to the last 2 chains of our row, and so we're going to work across these 3 stitches here into this chain where we just finished the last Trinity stitch plus the next 2. So again, without yarning over, we're going to go into that stitch, yarn over, pull through, go into the next chain, insert our hook, yarn over, pull through, go into the final chain, insert our hook, yarn over, pull through. Now you have 4 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through all 4 loops. Now this is the only time that it's different. We are not chaining 1 here. Instead of chaining 1, we're going to go back into that last chain and place a regular single crochet stitch. That'll help keep our edge nice and straight. So on that very last Trinity stitch, do not chain 1 after completing it. Simply stop and then place a regular single crochet in that last stitch. So the start and the end of this row is a single crochet stitch. For row 2, we start by chaining 1 and then turning our work. Into the very first stitch, we're going to place a regular single crochet stitch. Now we begin working our Trinity stitches almost exactly like we did into the chain. So we're going to work across 3 stitches, the one we just placed the single crochet into, and then the next 2 stitches. So without yarning over, we're going to insert into that same stitch we just worked the regular single crochet into, yarn over, pull through. Now you have 2 loops on your hook. Go into the next stitch, insert your crochet hook, yarn over, pull through. Now you have 3 loops on your hook. Go into the next stitch, insert your crochet hook, yarn over, pull through. Now you have 4 loops on your crochet hook, yarn over, pull through all 4 loops, and then chain 1. One thing I want to point out is you might have noticed I had a little bit of trouble getting into that very last stitch. If you're not careful, when you chain 1, sometimes that chain 1 can get a little bit tight and it makes it hard to work into in the next row. So maybe really be conscious about making sure that that chain 1 does not get very tight. So again, we go into the same stitch we just finished in, yarn over, pull through. Go into the next stitch, insert our hook, yarn over, pull through. Go into the next stitch, insert our hook, yarn over, pull through, then yarn over, pull through all 4 loops, and then chain 1. And we're just going to keep working that way all the way to the end of the row. We're going into the same stitch plus the next 2, working our Trinity stitch and then chaining 1. So into the same, yarn over, pull through, into the next, yarn over, pull through, into the next, yarn over, pull through, then yarn over, pull through all 4 loops, and chain 1. When you get to the end of the row and you have 2 stitches remaining, this is how you're going to work that last stitch of your row. So again, without yarning over, you're going to go into the stitch you just ended in. So insert your hook, yarn over, pull through. Go into the next stitch, insert your crochet hook, yarn over, pull through. Then go into the last stitch, insert your crochet hook, yarn over, pull through. Then yarn over, pull through all 4 loops. And then just like with row 1, we are not chaining 1 after finishing the Trinity stitch there. And instead, we're going to go back into that same final stitch of the row and work a regular single crochet stitch to help keep our edge nice and straight. And that completes row 2. For the remainder of your project using the Trinity stitch, you're simply going to keep repeating row 2. This is now a 1-row repeat crochet stitch. As far as the finishing row goes, I don't do anything special to finish off the Trinity stitch. I feel like the top really closely matches the bottom, so I don't do anything special to finish it off. I simply end after any repeat of row 2 that I would like. The last thing I want to point out is that the Trinity stitch looks the same on both sides. So this is a stitch that you could pick for a project where you want both sides to look the same. It's also a little bit denser stitch, so it makes a nice project for things like headbands and hats and things like that as well. And that's how to crochet the Trinity Stitch. I hope you guys found this tutorial helpful. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit the bell so you get notifications of when I post new videos. And if you're looking for a stitch that's kind of similar in look to the Trinity Stitch, you could check out my Marguerite Stitch tutorial right here. And I hope you have a wonderful day.